How many of you really feel like your life is balanced right now? Do you have everything in it that you want? Do you have time for everything in it that you want? Sometimes it's good for us to self-evaluate. Are we living a balanced life? And what's the importance of it? Really, it's about what you choose to spend time on versus that time being consumed from you because of an outside force. Sometimes we don't have a sense of balance because we don't feel like we're in control of what we have to do today. How many times have I used the term, I'm buried with work or whatever. The thing is, in my experience, I've learned that we do have more control than we realize. I'll give you an example. One of my mentors, I sat in a meeting with them one time. This was back in the day when they had pagers, if any of you know what those are. It's basically the first version of a cell phone text message. And usually when a pager was used, that meant that they needed you right away, like you needed to respond right away. So I sat in a meeting with this gentleman for about an hour and a half, and during that time, he had 45 urgent pages that he needed to respond to. Now this guy ran multiple companies. Even to this day, this is 15 years later, he's got almost 30 companies that he runs. And here's the thing, he goes in at about 8:45 every day, and he leaves at 5 every day. And he seldom works on the weekends or evenings. Now, if someone like that can successfully create and run huge corporations, huge companies on a massive scale, and be needed and wanted constantly, and yet still go through his day in complete control and a sense of balance between his needs of family and travel and running his businesses, then why can't we? I remember going through this meeting with him and thinking, gosh, if he could do that on his scale, surely I can do it in my life. And so what I've learned is it's all about focus and what's important to us. And when I evaluated him and looked at his situation, his big why was his family. He wanted to spend time with his family. So he never let that get in the way of spending time with family. No matter what burdens he was carrying, no matter how many people wanted to get a hold of him, no matter how many things he wanted to do, his things to do list that he wrote down was literally pages and pages of legal paper where he'd write down one item per line. And when I'd watch him go through it, so what if it was 6 pages deep? It was going to be there tomorrow. That was his slogan, it'll be there tomorrow. And he took care of the highest priority items each day. But the key was he had balance because he had his priorities straight. He focused on what was most important to him, which for him was family time. So I hope that helps in thinking through the self-evaluation process of balance and how to bring balance into our daily experience by simply focusing on what's most important to us and understanding that we have control of each day instead of the day controlling us or clients controlling us or outside pressures controlling us. Hope that helps.